Today we're at Boscanoon Circle, not far from St Berrien in Cornwall. Beautiful evening, and it's down this lane. Interesting small standing stone en route. You can see the circle in the distance there. And here we are entering into the stone turnstile, just to get into the stone circle. And here we are, Boscanoon Stone Circle. 19 standing stones. That one there's quartz, which tells me this is Neolithic because it was significant in the Neolithic period. What a beautiful day. I should have come here a little bit later because I would have caught the sunset then. And this is the central standing stone. So there's offerings left here. Definitely offerings left here. Oh, blimey, look at that. Is that money? Yes, it is. Crikey. Anyway, there we are. 19 standing stones. Late Neolithic. So that Neolithic started 2400 BC. So that makes this about 4,500 years old. I have a theory about these stones when they lean over like this. It could have been either treasure hunters, or it could be the fact that animals scratch themselves up against them. You see the tonnage of the cows sometimes, and the horses that are scratching themselves against it. It's no wonder they fall over sometimes. So that is the eastern stone. This is the western stone. This is the quartz one. Now, I'm standing here waiting for the sun to go down now, and that stone shadow is moving over to the next stone. It's not falling on the eastern stone, which I thought it would have done, being as the sun is setting in the west. Perhaps it falls on that stone at certain times of the year, or what, like summer solstices and things like that. I don't know. But I do believe these were aligned to give these times of the year significance, so they knew exactly where they were. It's a great idea, isn't it? It's like a clock, just judged by the sun. It's like a sundial, isn't it, really? Sometimes wonder if all these stones, because quite a few have 19, are all like, say for example, that was the chippy, that was his stone. This is just for example, that was like the Sparky, that was his stone. That was the roofer, that was his stone. That was the plasterboarder, that was his stone. That was the, you get my meaning, you get what I'm saying. I sometimes wonder if there were 19 sort of, well, not 19 trades, but if it was significant. So I keep saying significant, I got that locked in my brain. I wonder if that was what it was to show, or to represent. That's better, to represent. But that's a beautiful sunset, isn't it, behind that stone. And also, I do believe these may well have been ceremonial, but I don't think they're very... it's a bit like a church. Yeah, a church and a graveyard. We know they're ceremonial, but this is. You can see a church in the background there, and I sometimes don't think they are. I sometimes don't. I don't always think that they are ceremonial, or how should we say, when they get the sacrificial lambs on there and things. They may well have been, But sometimes I don't think they are. Sometimes I think they may have been just something on the lines of, you know, where that we put that stone circle there, let's all meet there and have a barbecue, and I could go for a good old hunt today and all meet here and discuss, like a pub, almost like a church hall, somewhere like that. I sometimes believe that these are for those reasons. It may have been for all the reasons I've mentioned. It may have been for just one of the reasons, but it's like you use a village hall for many different reasons. I think these were used for many different reasons. Maybe it's kind of marriages, maybe ceremonial, you know, funerary purposes. Maybe to celebrate birthdays. You know, maybe to think it's Midsummer's Day. Let's have a big cook up and a burn up somewhere in this circle. You know, that's what I think anyway. And yes, and I bet they. Oh look, see the moon in the back of that one as well. God, what a lovely day this is.